In this video we're looking at the two main components of the transmission, the gearbox and the back axle, along with the prop shaft and drive shafts. We'll cover the clutch later when we take a look at the engine. First of all, we need to think about the gear ratios, which in a stock A40 gearbox aren't the best for racing. It's not too strong either, so we need to think about beefing it up a little. The A40 had a pretty simple box with helical gears, where the teeth are set at an angle across the gear face. For racing, it's normal to use straight cut gears, which are stronger and transmit more power in the intermediate ratios. Straight cut gears have teeth straight across the face. We also want close ratios to give us the best spacing between gears, and as we're going to be handling almost 4 times the engine power, we think that a straight cut dog box would give us the strength we need, as well as giving our driver the ability to make faster changes. The difference in the gear sets is immediately apparent. In a conventional gearbox, the drive is transmitted through the synchromesh hubs, which engage with many small teeth. Each gear in a dog box drives through their 6 large dog teeth. Straight cut gears transmit more power at the expense of being a lot more noisy in the intermediate gears. And moving between gears with a dog change is also noisy. Then, who cares about a bit of noise in a race car? Dom and Jimmy rebuilt the gearbox using the new straight-cut dog gears and also replaced the bearings and oil seals. To get the power from the gearbox to the back axle, we had a new prop shaft made with larger diameter tube. This raises the speed that the shaft can rotate before reaching a critical vibration point. The new shaft is also accurately balanced. When the car's constantly driven at race speeds, it's important to remove all sources of vibration, which could lead to excessive wear and possible failure of other components. Because our engine is designed to rev up to 9,000 RPM, rather than its original 5,000, we need to use a somewhat higher axle ratio than the standard A40's 4.2 to 1. Fortunately, the older BMC motorcars were made over a long period of time and incorporated a whole host of different axle ratios for us to choose from. The most useful ratio for our needs is the 4.55 to 1. We'll also prepare a 4.9 to 1 axle for tighter circuits. In racing, it's vitally important that power is always available at the wheels when the driver needs it. Because of the way weight is transferred to the outside wheels during fast cornering, the inside wheel can just lose grip and spin. To prevent this happening, for most race series where the rules allow, cars are fitted with some sort of limited slip differential, known as LSD. Of the 2 versions of LSD available, we have chosen to use a plate type. It replaces the normal diff carrier in the axle. To complete the transmission, we definitely need half shafts that are stronger than standard. We've chosen shafts that are made specially to take the punishment of circuit racing. All these mods to the transmission make for a more drivable car, albeit in a racing environment, and we're hoping they'll survive the power produced by our highly tuned engine. Our next video is going to cover the modifications that we made to the body shell. Many of these, like the roll cage installation, were done before painting, while others came later on in the build.